Hello everyone. So in today's class, we're going to learn how to write Maxima program to evaluate double integral with constant as well as variable limits. So we know a double integral of a function f of xy over the domain or in the domain D is given by double integral of f of xy dx dy over D. And we know that D is the region which is covered by the lines x equal to a and x equal to b, and y is a curve from f1 of x to f2 of x. We have seen that. So it's a line. Okay. So this is x equal to a. Suppose if this is x equal to b, right? And suppose there are two curves are there. Okay. Let me draw. This is one curve. This is another curve. Okay. So I'm saying this is your required. Sorry. This is our region. Okay. Let me take. Okay. Like this. Right? So I don't want this. Thus, this curve is x equal to a, this is x equal to b, and this is say f1 of x, and this is f2 of x. So this region is your D, and we have to find the double integral over this region. Now you know that for evaluating the double integral, because your y is a function of x, first you have to evaluate this with respect to y. You have to evaluate this function f of xy with respect to y, where y varies from f1 to f2 of x, right? Then afterwards, this answer should be evaluated with respect to x, where x varies from a to b. That's it. So that is how you are going to evaluate the line integral. Suppose if instead of y, if your x is dependent on y, and y is a line from some constant limit to a constant limit, then in that case, first you have to evaluate with respect to x, then you have to evaluate that answer with respect to y. Depending on the limit as well as function, you have to evaluate. Now, let us see the double integration with respect to constant limits. Let us write a Maxima program to evaluate this line integral, and also we'll find the solution manually. Now here they are given double integral 0 to 3, 1 to 2. That means you're having x-axis and y-axis. Okay. Then one is a line x equal to, here first you have to identify what are the limits. See, this is f of xy into dx dy is there. Now here x and y are not dependent because these are constant limits. So you have to see this derivative first. First you are having dx. So you have to evaluate this function with respect to x first. That means this is the limit for x. This is the limit for x. And then you have to integrate that answer with respect to y. Therefore, this is the limit for y. Second one. Okay. Now, let's use that fact. So, here x varies from 1 to 2. So, your x varies from 1 to 2. So, from origin, you take x equal to 1. Draw a line horizontal to y-axis. That is your x equal to 1. That means on this line, x-axis length is 1. See, from origin, it is 1. 1, 1, 1. Okay. Then x equal to 2. From origin, you take a point along x-axis 2 and draw a horizontal line to y-axis. This length is 2. So this is your x equal to 1. This is your x equal to 2. Then you draw the line y equal to 0. You know that on x-axis y equal to 0 is y is equal to 0. So this line is your y equal to 0. Then you are having one more line y equal to 3. So from origin, you have to take y-axis length as 3. Right? This point is 3. So you draw a line parallel to x-axis. This is your y equal to 3. Right? This is your y equal to 3. Fine. Now, see, this is origin. Okay. This is origin. This is y equal to 0. This is y equal to 3. This is x equal to 1. This is x equal to 3. Now, what are the points that comes within this region? So within y equal to 1, y equal to 0 and y equal to 3, all these points will come. Within x equal to 1 and x equal to 2, all these points will come. But the intersection of these is this, right? This is your intersection, okay? So this region is your D, all of this. So this region is covered by what? This is covered by x equal to 1 and x equal to 2, y equal to 0 and y equal to 3. So this is your region D. Over this, you have to integrate this function, right? Now let us integrate that one. Now, as I said, first you have to integrate with respect to x because dx is given and the limits are constant. When the limits are constant, depending on this derivative, you have to choose the limits. First, they are given dx, therefore we have to integrate with respect to x. Then you have to integrate with respect to y. So let me integrate with respect to x. Now let me multiply this. But remember, when you are integrating with respect to x, other variables are constants. Therefore, let me keep this y outside because it's a constant. So I'll keep it outside, y into dy. Then multiply this x with respect to this. So x into 1, x into x, x square, x into y, xy. I cannot separate this y because it is sum. So x into y is xy of dx. Now let us integrate. What is integral of x? X square by 2. Integral of x square, x cube by 3. Plus y is constant. So I'll keep that one as it is. What is the integral of x? X square by 2. And the limit is from 1 to 2. So I'll write down that one. I'll keep the remaining as it is. Now apply the limit. 1 by 2 is constant. If you apply upper limit, you'll get 2 square minus. If you apply lower limit, you'll get 1 square. Right? Similarly, 1 by 3 is constant. If you apply upper limit, you'll get 2 cube minus 1 cube plus y by 2 is constant here. So y by 2 will remain. If you apply upper limit, you will get 2 square, lower limit 1 square, right? Into multiplied by y into dy. Now simplify this. 4 minus 1, 3 by 2. This is 8 minus 1, 7 by 3. And this is 4 minus 1, 3, 3y by 2. Take the LCM, you'll get 23. Oh, sorry, here this y will not come, right? Okay, sorry. Yeah, there is a, okay. Yeah. Now this is 23 by 6 plus 3y by 2. Now there is one y outside. You multiply that with this so that you will get 23 by 6 into y plus y into y square. 3 by 2 y square into dy. Now we know how to integrate this because we have to integrate with respect to y. That's all. Now 23 by 6 into, what is integral of y? Y square by 2 plus 3 by 2 into integral of y square is y cube by 3. And the limit is from 0 to 3. Now 23 by 12 is constant. Apply the upper limit 3 square minus 0 square plus 3 by 6, right? 3 get cancels here. So 3 by 6 is 1 by 2. If you apply upper limit, you will get 3 cube minus lower limit 0 cube. If you simplify, you will get 123 by 4. So that is how you have to solve manually. Now outer right, maximum program for this kilol, very simple. You have to write kilol as usual. Then you have to write the given function as f. So this is your given function, x into y into 1 plus x plus y. You have to write that one as f. So how you're going to write that one? X into y into 1 plus x plus y. I want to display this, so put a semicolon. Then first you have to integrate with respect to y, sorry, x. Okay, so how you're going to write this one? Integrate of this, you have written this one as f. So integrate f comma x from 1 to 2. See, that is what I have written. So first you have to integrate this. Integrate of f comma x comma 1 comma 2. This will give you integrated answer of f with respect to x varying from 1 to 2. Then you have to integrate that answer. Then you're going to integrate that answer with respect to y. This is what. So you have to integrate, you're going to integrate this with respect to y. You got this answer by integrating with respect to x first. Okay, so you have to do, after integrating with respect to x, right, comma, integrate this answer, right, comma, y with respect to 0, I mean from 0 to 3, 0 comma 3, right? So you have to be very careful. You are having double integration. Integrate within bracket, integrate of, first you will get either x or y with along with its limit, comma, then one more limit. If x is here, then you will get y here. If you get y here, x will come here. That's it. So this is how you have to write the program, Maxima program, for evaluating the double integral. Okay, let us see one more example. Here, limit is from 0 to 1, limit is from 0 to 1, double integral of 1 by square root of this. Now here they are given dy dx. That means first you have to integrate with respect to y, then you have to integrate with respect to x. Therefore, limit of y is from 0 to 1, limit of x is also from 0 to 1. That means you are having two lines, y equal to 0 to 1. Y is 0 here. Y equal to 1 means a line parallel to this. X equal to 0 is y axis and x equal to 1 is another line here. So this region is your D. Over this region we have to integrate this, right? But we know that here limits are not dependent on each other, and function is also easily separable. That is, we can group the terms of x with x and y with y so that we can separate them. They are not dependent on each other, unlike here. Here x and y are dependent, they are mixed. It is not explicit function, so this is implicit. They are mixed together, you cannot separate them. But here we can separate the terms of x and y. They can be explicitly written as function of x and y. Therefore, instead of first integrating with respect to y, then integrating that answer with respect to x, straight away you can integrate with respect to x. You can write this one as limit, I mean a separate integral for x and a separate integral for y, as two separate integrals, right? Now, what is integral of 1 by square root of 1 minus x square? It is sine inverse x. Integral of 1 by square root of 1 minus y square is sine inverse y. And the limit is from 0 to 1. This is y, right? Limit is from 0 to 1. Substitute that, you will get answer as this. But this is nothing but pi by 2 minus 0. And this is also pi by 2 minus 0, which gives you pi square by 4. Okay. So now let us write the maxima program. So this is your f. First you have to integrate with respect to y. Okay. Now in f is 1 by, now you have to write the denominator within square bracket. Okay. Don't write this without square bracket, without bracket. So within bracket, square root of sqrt of 1 minus x cap 2 multiplied by SQRT of 1 minus y cap 2. Okay, now if I write like this, first it will integrate f with respect to, see, because they are not dependent, you can interchange them. So I've written x first, right? You can write y also. F comma x comma 0 comma 1, this will be evaluated. Then the answer will be evaluated with respect to y comma 0 comma 1. That is with respect to variable y, and the limit is from 0 to 1, right? So this gives you maxima program for evaluating the given integral. Now let us see one more example. Integral of this. As usual, because the limits are constants, you have to see this. Here limit is from, this is dy dx. Therefore, this is the limit for y, and this is the limit for x. So your y varies from 3 to 4, and x varies from 1 to 2. Now, is it possible to separately integrate this? No, we cannot write this one explicitly as two separate integrals. It's not possible. Why? Because x and y are mixed here. It's an implicit function. So first you have to integrate with respect to y. Then you have to integrate that answer with respect to x. So if you integrate this with respect to y, x is constant. Integral of y is y square by 2. Integral of e to the power of y is e to the power of y. You apply the limits, upper limit and lower limit. You'll get this much. Simplify that. You will get this much. So this is your integrated answer with respect to y. Now integrate this with respect to x. So 7 by 2 is constant, that will remain as it is. Integral of x is x square by 2. And e to the power of 4 minus e to the power of 3 is constant. So let's keep that one as it is. So this is 1. Integral of 1 is x. Apply the limit and simplify, you'll get this much. Okay. Now, what is the maxima program for this? As usual, kill all. You'll write f. What is your function? Given function is x into y plus e to the power of y. How are you going to write that one? X into y plus percentage e cap y. Then integrate of f. You are integrating with respect to y first. So comma y varies from 3 to 4. So 3 comma 4 within bracket. So first it evaluates this according to BODMAS rule, right? Then afterwards, comma, that answer will be integrated. This answer, right, will be integrated with respect to x. Therefore, comma, after this you have to put a comma x, variable x, comma, varying from 1 to 2. So 1 comma 2. Close the bracket and use semicolon to display this answer. See, sometimes the answer which you are going to get will not be a simplified one. So I want a simplified answer because here I got a simplified answer. So I want to get a simplified answer like this. So what I'll do, I'll put RATSIMP. So rational simplification. So this answer which I got is temporarily stored in RAM. So I want to simplify that answer. So I'll use the command RATSIMP, rational simplification of percentage. Percentage indicates that the previous value which is stored in the RAM will be will be taken here to evaluate this. So RATSIMP of percentage gives you this answer, right? Now, double integral with variable limits. See the example here. The limit is from 1 to 2 and 0 to 3y. Y dx dy. So here limit is varying, right? Now, because this limit contains y, obviously this is the limit for x. And when this is x, this should be y, right? You don't have to worry about this. You can interchange the derivatives. But only thing, you have to see the limits here in the case of variable limits. right? Here, because this limit contains y, obviously this should be the limit for x, and when this is x, this should be y. Let us see the picture. So let us draw line. So here x is 0. X is 0 means y axis, right? And x equal to 3y. X equal to 3y. So let us draw that picture. When y is 0, x is 0, this point. When y is 1, x is 3, this point. Okay, this will be the point. Y is 1, x is 3. When y is 2, x is 6. Right? When y is 2, x is 6, somewhere here. You'll get a point. Right? When y is 3, you'll get a point. X equal to 9. Like this. Right? You draw a line. You'll get a line like this, passing through origin. Okay? That is your x equal to 3y. Now, let us draw the lines y equal to 1. Y equal to 1. Y equal to 1 means a line like this. Y equal to 1. Y equal to 1. And y equal to 2. Y equal to 2. Now see, what is the intersection of these curves? X equal to 0, this axis. All the points right to this. Okay, x equal to 3y. All the points above this, x equal to 3y. And y equal to 1. All the points above y equal to 1 line. Right? Is that fine? X equal to 0, y equal to 0. All the points right to this. Then x equal to 3y. All the points, yes, this. Then y equal to 1, this line, right? Then y equal to 2, this. Fine. So the intersection is this. This is your D, right? This is your D. So this is the region where you have to find the limit. Now let us see. X varies from 0 to 3y, y dx dy. Y varies from 1 to 2. Now as I said, because the limit contains y, it is the limit for x. If it is containing x, then it will be limit for y. If this is x, then obviously the other one is y. So first, because the limit contains the variable terms, first you have to integrate. You cannot write them as explicitly as two integrals. The integral with respect to y and x. First you have to integrate with respect to one variable. So let us integrate this with respect to x. Right? When you are integrating with respect to x, you know that your y is constant. So let me keep this y and dy outside. Now 1 is remaining. What is integral of 1? X. And the limit is from 0 to 3y. Apply the limit. You'll get 3y minus 0 into y, which is 3 is constant. I'll write down outside. So y square. What is integral of y square? Y cube by 3. And the limit is from 1 to 2. Substitute it. Because 3 get cancelled. So you'll get 2 cube minus 1 cube, which is 7. And the maxima program for this, same thing. Kilal, what is your function? Your function is y. So let me call f as y. Integrate f, your function, comma, x, where because you are integrating with respect to x first. Okay, you are integrating with respect to x, right? And the limit is from 0 to 3y. So z in 0, comma, to 3y. 3y is 3 star y, comma, that's a maximum syntax, right? So first it will be evaluated for this. Then after that, answer will be evaluated with respect to y, comma y, and y varies from 1 to 2, put a semicolon. You'll get a simplified answer. So no need to use rational simplification once again. Now let us see one more example. Right? Integral from 0 to 1, 0 to 1 minus x, xy into dx, dy. Though here functions are product of terms of x and y, you cannot separate this one because the limit contains variables. Now here, because it contains x, obviously this will be the limit for y. So y varies from 0 to 1 minus x, and x varies from 0 to 1. So first you have to integrate with respect to y, then you have to integrate that answer with respect to x. So y varies from 0 to 1 minus x into, integral of xy with respect to dy. Now here, when you are integrating with respect to y, your x is constant. So you can keep this outside, x. So what is the remaining term? Y. What is integral of y? Y square by 2. So 1 by 2 is constant. If you multiply that with x, you'll get x by 2. And apply the limit 1 minus x whole square minus 0. Expand this and multiply by x and take 1 by 2 outside. You'll get this much. Now this is function of x alone. Right? Function of x alone. So I can integrate with respect to x. X square by 2, x to the power of 4 by 4, minus 2 into x cube by 3. And apply the limit, you will get the answer as 1 by 24. So what is the maximum program for this? Kill all. Your f is, what is your function? It is x into y. So your f is x into y. Integrate f. You are integrating with respect to y. So y, comma 0, comma 1 minus x. Close the bracket, comma, and the limit for x is x, comma 0, comma 1. Okay. So that is how you have to write the maxima program. Let us see one more example. Now here, though it is dx into dy, you cannot, here you have to see the limit. What is the limit? The limit contains 0 to y here. That means this will be a limit for x. Right? So x varies from 0 to y square and y varies from 0 to 1. Because it is dx, we don't have any problem. No need to interchange. But see here dx dy is there. But the limit is from y varying from 0 to 1 minus x. Then you have to integrate with respect to y. Therefore, you have to write dy first, then dx. Okay, you have to interchange that. Now here, we don't have any problem. X varies from 0 to y square. Therefore, y varies from 0 to 1. As usual, separate this, right? This is x. You cannot separate the terms in the function, so write as it is. Now, when you are integrating with respect to x, you note that your y is constant. So 1 by y is constant here. So what is integral of e to the power of x by y? E to the power of x by y divided by, what is integration of this power? Right? 1 by y is constant. 1 by y. Right? Because you know the formula. Integral of e to the power of ax plus b is e to the power of ax plus b divided by a. The term associated with x. Here, term associated with x is 1 by y. Because 1 by y is constant. You know the integral of e to the power of ax plus b. What is the integral of ax plus b? What is the integral of this? Yeah, same thing. E to the power of ax plus b only. E to the power of ax plus b whole divided by term associated with x, which is a. So here term associated with x is 1 by y. So divided by 1 by y. If you send this one to numerator, that becomes y. Now apply the limits. If you put y square, you will get e to the power of y square by y minus e to the power of 0 by y. So you'll get this much. Multiply them. And you know that this is product of two functions. Therefore, I have to apply integration by parts for this. Right? Keep the first function as it is. Integrate this. E to the power of y integration is e to the power of y. minus integration of 1 is y. The limit is from 0 to 1 minus this integrated answer e to the power of y minus y into derivative of y is 1. Now again integrate this. So you will get this much. Simplify that, you will get this much answer. Now maxima program, same thing. Kilol, f is, your function is e to the power of x by y. How are you going to write that one? Percentage e cap within bracket. Without bracket, don't write. You'll get a wrong answer. X divided by y, integrate of, this is for outside limit, and this is for inside one, integrate of f, comma, first you are integrating with respect to x, therefore x, comma, 0, comma, y square, that is y cap 2, comma, this answer should be integrated with y, comma, 0, comma, 1. Then, at given few problems, you write the maxima program and also manually solve them. Now, we'll see the, we will execute these programs in maxima. Okay. All right. Now let us execute these programs in maxima. You know how to execute them. As usual, we start with kilol. Kill all. Okay. So what was your this one first program? Our first program was x into y into x plus y plus 1, isn't it? And the limit is from where to where? Limit is from 0 to 2, isn't it? 0 to 2 and 0 to 3 and 1 to 2. Okay, let us write down that one. So f, your given function, what was your given function? X into y into 1 plus x plus y. Okay, I want to display this, I'll put a semicolon. Then integrate, this is for outside integration, right? Integrate, this is for inside. If you I'll show you that first I'll integrate with respect to x. Okay, f, you're integrating with respect to x first, isn't it? F x, so your function is f, comma, variable x, and the limit for x is from 1 to 2, isn't it? Then you have to integrate this with respect to y. So this answer, right, has to be integrated. This is your new function, right? This answer, y with respect to variable y, and the limit is from 0 to 3. Let us see. Okay, your f integrate here x into y into, sorry. See, anyhow, let us see that one first. Your f is x into y into x plus y plus 1. And this is integration of this with respect to x. First, you are going to integrate with respect to x, isn't it? Integral from 1 to 2, x into y, this. Then that answer is integrated with respect to y from 0 to 3. See here, clearly it shows. Now, let us see what is the answer is. 123 by 4. If you put a rational simplification, you'll get the answer which we got by manual solve. I'll show you. Just a minute. See, 23y by 6 plus 9y square, 3y square by 2. That is what the answer which we got. Okay, same answer you're getting here. So I don't want this part. Straight away I'll write within this. Simply you'll get the answer. Let us see how to evaluate one more. What was your function for the second one? Your function is 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x cap 2 multiplied by square root of 1 minus y cap 2. See, for denominator, I haven't given bracket, a total bracket for this, right? Let us see what is the answer is. And the limit is from, first you are integrating with respect to y. So integrate with respect to y. And the limit is from 0 to 1. Limit is from 0 to 1. Close the bracket. Next variable is x. And the limit is from 0 to 1. Okay. You got y square by 8. And see the function. Function is, it is showing function as square root of 1 minus y square into, it has taken this one as 1 by square root of x square minus 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. This is 1 by square root of 1 minus x square into square root of 1 minus y square. That's why it is showing this. But actually this was not our function. Our function was 1 by square root of this. So you have to take a bracket for this denominator. See, now this is our function 1 by square root of 1 minus x square into square root of 1 minus y square. And the answer is pi square by 4. That is what we got by manual solution. So that's why you have to be careful while giving the function. So if there are more than one function, then you have to use brackets for numerator as well as denominator separately. Then the next one is x into y plus e cap y. So you have to, it's a built-in function, so you have to use percentage for that, right? Percentage e cap y. That is your function. And first you are integrating with respect to y. So your limit should be for y. Y varying from 3 to 4. And x varies from 1 to 2. X varies from 1 to 2. Okay. The equation is correct. The function is right. But the answer which we got was e to the power of 4 minus e to the power of 3 divided by, plus some 21 by 2 or something, isn't it? But that is not the answer which we got here. That's why what I'll do, this is not simplified answer. So I'll do a rational simplification. Rat simp of percentage. Okay. See here. We got the answer as 21 by 4 plus e to the power of 4 minus e to the power of 3. That is what. If you take LCM, you will get the same thing. So if you use a rational simplification, we can get an answer in a nice format. We'll see one more example. What was it? Limit is integration of your function is y. Your function is y alone. So I'll give y. Right? Integrate of f with respect to, first you are integrating with respect to x, and the limit is from 0 to 3y. 0 to 3 into y. 3y means 0 to 3y. Close the bracket. That answer has to be evaluated with respect to y, where y varies from 1 to 2. Y varies from 1 to 2. Okay. Your function is y, and the limit is this. See, if you want to display the answer in a nice format, you can do one thing, right? I'll write the same integrate of this. Only thing, I'll use one apostrophe here. If you use single apostrophe, see what you'll get. Integrate of this. Integrate of this. This is evaluating, so I'm helpless. I can't do with that. Okay. So this is the answer. Next, let us see one more example. Let me copy down this itself. Next, the next one is your function is x into y. Integrate of this function. First, you have to integrate with respect to y. Integrate with respect to y, and the limit is from 0 to 1 minus x. So 0 to 1 minus x. And then the limit for y is from 0 to 1. 0 to 1 is the limit. Right? Integrate of this f varies from, oh sorry, here this should be x. X varies from 0 to 1. Okay. 1 by 24. That's what the answer which we got. Let us see one more example. Integration of your function is percentage e cap x by y. X by y. Integration of this. First, you have to integrate with respect to x, where x varies from 0 to y square. That is y cap 2. And your y varies from 0 to 1. 0 to 1. 1 by 2. So this is how you have to evaluate the double integrals using maxima. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you.